Hello, it is me, Anime. We Anime, and I welcome you back to What If Deku Was a Power Ranger, Part 4. Yeah, because last part was Part 3. Yeah, Part 4. Part 4. Okay, Part 4. Trying to remind myself. Sorry. Uh, Before we start in the story, I am moving around. I decided to start recording before I got up to my recording place because we got, well, I started early, okay? That's just what is happening. It started early. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting stuff. Uh, Going through a gate at the very moment. So, before we start, well, I already said that. Uh, what else did I want to say? Uh, oh, right. Uh, I know it's a little early to already start on this, but I am starting on it. Well, what I mean is, I got my ideas already for my next what ifs. So I wanted to say that before we did this, I got my. Well, I'm still deciding on the one idea if I want to do it or not. But the other, well, actually, I only have one certain idea done, and that's my next. Uh, well, what if that would be recorded on Monday? And I think I've already told you all about that. It being a Asta what if from, well, Black Clover, right? That would be my next what if. A Asta. So the next three what ifs will be a Asta what if, a Deku what if, and a Naruto what if. So if you got like any ideas for any of those, well, for Deku and Naruto, uh, I already got my mind set on the Asta what if. Well, I'm still deciding what magic. Uh, okay, I know you all probably won't, but I have three magics I was thinking on doing: fire, lightning, or time magic. Right? One of those three what ifs I was thinking about doing. See, I made the spells up. I'm not gonna copy spells, or he's not gonna be a reincarnation of any other character in anime. I made these spells, right? So, and I have lore for the two of them. I got lore for them. So, yeah. But if you want to see anything else besides, like, what if Asta had fire magic? What if Asta had lightning magic? Put it down in the comments. I'm still looking for ideas to do in the future. And, well, I have more than one magic set, like, being ready, getting done. Well, I'm making them, still got spells, uh, working them out, right? So, yeah. If you got any ideas for what if Naruto and what if Deku, uh, put them down in the comments for me. I do have a couple of ideas that I want to do. Um, One being, what if Deku was a dragon slayer? Or what if Deku was the reincarnation of Natsu, Gajeel, Laxus, Cobra, any of those characters? I was thinking of Wendy, maybe I might do. Wendy would be cool. Uh, or there's another idea I have from not from Fairy Tale. It's what if Deku or Naruto, really, it doesn't really matter. This actually would work very cool for Naruto, which I might do, honestly, for my next Naruto What If. What if Deku had a, or what if Naruto or Deku had takeover? What I mean by that is Elfman's magic from Fairy Tale. Elfman, manly man, uh, right? Elfman. If you've seen Fairy Tale, you would know who this is. Uh, I was thinking about that. A gray what if? I've had that in my mind since I've started YouTube, like the started this career. I'm sorry for not going to story for, oh gosh, 7 minutes. I'm so sorry you all had to sit through this, but I really want to get these ideas out to you, so that you might like them. I want to know if you want to see any of these ideas I've said in the future, right? And if you have any ideas, like I've said before, send them over on Instagram, comment here. Uh, if you want to see any more of those ideas, I'll gladly do one of your ideas. Uh, I'll gladly do it. But if you all don't comment, I will make a short video, uh, maybe in a little bit. I don't know, after I'm done recording this, maybe. Uh, about, like, not, well, spinning a wheel to see my next what ifs. I'll do that sometime in the future. Or, I'll do, what is, I'll just put it in a video, uh, at some point during a video. Okay. So, anyways, I'm gonna get this over with. Uh, I'm sorry for bringing you to my rant, basically. Uh, but yeah, let's get into the story. Last time Sports Festival happened, Midoriya would get quite a few internships, quite a few. But he he was very confused. See, he got one from Ryuko. He is very considerate because he knows her, right? But he also wanted to make sure that all of his friends were okay. See, he is very worried because he has been doing patrols at night, on the weekends, or any day he can. He patrols around in his, uh, his suit, his Drago suit, right? He's been doing patrols in that form ish. Well, form, wouldn't really say that, but you all know what I mean, right? And he was not very liking to overhearing other heroes saying, yeah, I hear, well, Endeavor's sidekicks, hearing them say, oh yeah, I hear Endeavors for the internships is gonna take Todoroki here. And the other one would say, oh, really? And that's not very safe. I've seen a lot of signs of the hero killer here. Sorry for the noise. And the other one would say, yeah, but Endeavor could handle him easily. He's the number 2 hero. He's done more missions than All Might has. So he's got this. No doubt about it. And then Midoriya would start to walk away and then use his quirk to go away. But then he heard screaming from where those 2 heroes were. And he would say, oh, come on. Of course. And then he would hear someone yell out, you are no real hero. And then like a squelch noise would happen, and Midori would go, oh crap, yeah, come on. So Midoriya wouldn't actually pick Ryuku. He actually also got a thing from Endeavor, surprisingly, which he would actually pick Endeavor. He would, later that week, before the internships would start, he would go see, well, his aunt, Ryuku, at her agency. He would walk in, he would say, well, Ryuku would already be down there, just walking around. Ryuku would see Midoriya, and Ryuku would say, oh, hello, let's go speak in my office. And everyone else around her would be like, do you know this girl? And Riku would say, oh, this, well, if you don't know already, this is Drago, the new student at UA. We've met before, and I asked her to come in because I would like to talk with her. And then you would hear someone else say, wait, Drago's here? Whoa, that's so cool! This being Neijire Hado. Whoa, you know, Miss Drago, I've heard a lot of stories about you from Miss Ryuku here and Tamaki. You might not know her. Well, maybe you do. Uh, Tamaki is so cool. She's got this, like, she could eat, like, an animal and then produce the animal. And Midoriya, or Drago, as what everyone else would call Midoriya, would say, yes, I do know of Tamaki, but I didn't know their real name. I knew of Sun Eater. And Nejori would then cover him up and say, oh no. And then Midori would say, or Drago, that everyone knows them as, and Midori would say, don't worry, I don't spill easy. I don't spill information like that. I was a vigilante at points. Well, I used to be a vigilante. I knew a lot of things, but I don't tell secrets. Okay, so I won't tell anyone. I don't have no connections anymore. Well, except for one, but we don't have to talk about that. Miss Ryuku. Uh, who might this be? And Ryuku would say, "Oh, this is my uh work studies, Nejire Hado. I forget her hero name. I outright just forget her hero name. I just forget it. Wasn't it just Nejire? I swear it was just like Nejire. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, it seems like it would just be Nejire, honestly. Was it? Yeah, I don't know. So, Midoriya and Riku and Nejire, um, Ryuku would say, like, when they got up to there, Ryuku would say, you know, Nejire, you didn't have to follow us. And Nejire would say, well, I want to learn more about Miss Drago here. Like, a lot more. I want to know what was it like being a vigilante? Ooh. Can you tell me stories about how you brutally murdered people? Villains? What about your quirk? Could you show me your suit? Like your hero suit? Can I see that? Can I see that? And then she would go on to just like you know how she does the fast talking and barely nobody can speak, understand her. Naruto would not, not Naruto. Midoriya would say, um, maybe another time. And for your other question, no, I'm single. Well, technically, I think I don't know how someone sees me. Honestly, I'm quite confused myself. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna go talk with Miss Ryuku here, and I'll talk to you later. You talk too fast. And Nejiro would say, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. And then she would just go off like just like nothing was happening, like and then Ryuko and Midori would stare at each other. Like, uh uh okay. So I'm confused. And Ryuko would say, as well as I am also confused. Um Izuku, uh you're gonna be in trouble. And Midori would say, how so? Or how so? And Ryuku would say, well, you answered her questions, and only a few other people has done that. Being her best friends, me. Um, she's gonna stalk you now. And Midori would be like, what? I'm gonna get stalked more? And Ryuku would say, more? who do you get stalked by? And Midori would say, well, here's this, the two, um, those two, right? And Ryuko would say, uh, oh, what, you said their names once. Kushina and Arashi, right? And Midori would say, yes. Um, Kushina will stalk. It's weird. I try to take naps. I try to sleep. But no. You wanna know something else weird? Her eyes glows in the dark. Like, red. And like, anytime I'm up at like night and the lights are all off, I just see her eyes staring. Just two red eyes in the night. It's not fun. It creeps me out sometimes, honestly. And Ryuku would say, understandable. So, why didn't you pick me? And Midori would be like, what? Pick? Oh, that. Um, See, I got friends going to, Hosu City, and you know the hero killer, right? Stain? Um, I lied about not having connections anymore. Uh, well, I got some news from a, connection, and also I did a late night patrol, over there to make sure his information was, well, their information, was correct. And it was, apparently, the hero killer, well, Stain, has made a stop in Hosu City and has recently gathered two more bodies for his collection. Like he would pull up his hands and do like the what are those called? Quotation marks? Like like collection quotation marks. You know what I'm saying? And Ryuku would say, "Oh, okay, yeah, I make light. I understand why now. Okay, yeah, I can try to make sure you sure they're your friends." And Midori would say, "Well, the one is, I think. I don't know if she's happy much. You want to know something? Apparently, Kashina, right? Apparently, she went out, just around town, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go shopping without me knowing. And she apparently met somebody on named like Sakio Intelli. I think she's like from a different school. Uh, the the only women's school, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where they only like women in. Well, that's all these schools, but like the one, what is that called? No, that's not it. No, 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 no. Uh, Even before the only women had quirks, you know what I'm talking about. Incident, well, not incident. I know more about it. But you don't need to know that. Yeah, like before men stopped having quirks, all of a sudden that would only let in like females. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, nothing to be sexist about. I'm a dude, so I mean, as you know, but everyone else, they have no clue who I am. It's insane. Oh, oh man, it's fun. Okay, did you know that girls' bathrooms have couches in them? And Ryuku would say, like, yes, yes, I did. It's very nice. And Midori would be like, yeah, I know. I know. You all are so lucky. You wanna know something else? Bro! Okay, not to sound weird, but these classmates of mine, some of them are freaking developed. You know what I'm saying? And Riku would say, like, I know what you're saying. You do know that, um, you know what? Right, I'm lesbian. I like girls, okay? And Midori would be like, oh, right. Huh. I completely forgot about that. Like, I absolutely forgot about that. Completely. Well, who knew? Wait a second. You would. No. No way. You and her. And Ryuku would say, yes, me and her. Okay, the last time I met her, she was so freaking rude. Did you? She gave me a wedgie. Threw me across the site. She was so mean. And Ryuku would say, Ryuku, Mirako only did that because you kept on bothering her. And Midori would say, I didn't bother her. That was my dad. I never bothered her. I never did anything to her. I stayed away from her. Because she scared me. Who knew someone with a rabbit quirk could be so freaking scary? You'd think you'd be the scary one. And Ryuku would say, so I'm not scary? And Midoriya would say, I dug myself into a hole. You know what? Um, you and Tamaki and maybe Nejire can come over to my cabin because I see she's pressed up against the wall there on the glass wall. That when did you sure you didn't just pick her up from like the insane asylum? So I'm gonna explain the scene. So there's a glass window wall thing into Ryuku's office in this agency. And Nejire is pressed up against it, just like face first, like just pressed up against the glass, like, and you could see the breath and crazy eyes, like, and you could hear her say, "You didn't tell me you could be, tell me the story. You said you would," or something like that. Like, and what Ryuku would say, you shouldn't have answered her question, Drago. You really shouldn't have. I know that now. Okay, see ya. I'll see you later. And if you bring her, ask me first, okay? And then he would go out, and then he'd be flooded by stories. Well, he wouldn't, but Nedry would. And then after storytelling, internships with Endeavor. Yeah! Midoriya would be in a Drago suit. Well, what you see on screen. Standing on top of a building while Endeavor and Todoroki are doing their own thing. Before Todoroki arrived to meet Endeavor, Midoriya got there first and asked, "Hey, can I do whatever I want?" I came here only to protect Todoroki. Um, given I know you probably don't care, and you think you're gonna do just fine, but hey, it's Hosu City. What else do you expect? And Endeavor said, I don't care. I just wanted, you gave me the answers to what I wanted earlier. So, we're fine. You can do whatever you want. It's like, whatever the saying is. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And all that jazz, you know what I'm saying? Home slice, yo. No, Endeavor wouldn't say that. I'm just saying that because I am me. Okay. That's not weird at all. So, a couple episodes ago, well, actually, I think it was last part. The whole entire me going insane about clouds. If you've watched, I forget, was it this one? I, it may have been this What If. Maybe it was another. But I went crazy on one of these episodes, seeing a bunch of clouds in mine, saying, like, that never happens, never should have. I think they're aliens, and it's happening again. I don't like it. But this time they're in, like, a circle, like a perfect circle, and it's starting to freak me out. Okay, we can get this started. So, sorry, I'm gonna get a drink of water, and then we can start. And then we can, yeah, we can start this. So, Midoriya would go, just jumping across roofs in his camouflage, using his camouflage, a little quirk, essentially. I forget how I explained it in the first episode. I forget. How did I explain that? I think I explained it like sum up of what a lacrima. No, he got a thing in. I don't remember. It's been 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks of doing this. It's starting to stress me out. Remembering all how the quirk works. Oh gosh. So Midori would do Midoriya things, running around the roof and just watching down alleyways and just running around the roofs. At some point, he'd just stop and just sit down, like, nothing's going on. Oh my God, what is that thing? Isn't that thing? That's the thing from the USJ. Except for scrawny and pale. I don't like that. And then Midori would have to duck down and like fall halfway off a roof. He'd catch himself on like a ledge because a flying creature tried to take his head off. And like Midori would then say, "Okay, this is just getting out of control." And then he'd pull out his swords and fire these like spectral arrows, majig things. He'd fire these light arrows out of his sword at these things, like the air ones, the airborne ones. Bro would take them out 3 at a time. Bro can only do 3. And then he'd jump down to the ground and just start super speed slicing heads off. Bro would just be like the Flash if the Flash had a sword. And unalived people. You know what I'm saying. Right. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Right. I hope you do. Oh gosh. But yeah. just like slide the sword out and just go through like a line. You know what I'm saying? Take it on, blah, 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 and then he'd get it. Well, he wouldn't. You'd see Todoroki running, like away, and he'd follow Todoroki because, hey yo, what? I don't know what I'm saying, dog. What am I saying? But anyways, he'd follow, and he'd go, he'd be going, and then to the alleyway, and then he'd peek in like, okay, I'll get in the, okay. And he would see Todoroki and, well, staying staring, staring at each other, a standoff to say the least. And Midori would break it up by sending Stan into a wall. He would say, "Stego, back." Well, Stego, bash, and a shield, a Stego shield that I'm pretty sure is a thing, would appear in front of him and just bash into Stain and just send Stain into a wall. And Stain would say, "Well, look what we have here. A vigilante saving the day. So now, what are you gonna do? Take me out finally? Drago? I'm not dumb. We've met before. We got unfinished business. I still gotta taste your blood." And Midori would say, no, you're not. You still creep me out, like overly way too much. You creep me out. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're gonna go to jail, or you die. Todoroki, take the two idiots here, our classmate and this guy, hero, away from here, preferably, because things are about to get messy. Or should I say, Nessie at Loch Ness Racer. It has nothing to do with Midoriya and his quirk, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I don't know why though. So Midori would have the upper hand because being invisible, being able to go invisible, being able to go at super speed, remain invisible. Well, not camouflage, like semi-invisible. Well, camouflage and beam to summon light arrows at will, even though at 3 at a time. Like he can only launch 3, and then another 3 would appear and launch those, and then blah blah blah. But they're not like instantaneous. There's like a couple seconds between the firing and then appearing. You know what I'm saying. So Midori would play to his advantages. And that's what he would do, play to his advantages. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, uh, uh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been married long time ago. Where'd he come from? Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Got my Joe. That would be playing in the background, just like a hobo, just being and just saying like Nobody would know what he's doing there. Just he's there like while there's a blur going around. I just want you to imagine the coolest fight between a Midoriya and Stain clash, but with clearly a Power Ranger. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to imagine this while I do the hobo. Not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. But you all know what I mean. And he'd be doing a cool dance. Unless you're driving, don't imagine this. Unless you do, unless you are driving, then well, you can still easily imagine this. It's just imagination. But yeah, you know what I mean. Imagine Midoriya, sword, and all the powers of the White Dino Thunder Power Ranger versus Stain with Cotton Eye Joe in the background, and that's what you got. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain it. Like at all, honestly. I'm just gonna sing Cotton Eye Joe in language. And then the homeless man would bow down and tip his fedora and just fade into nothingness. Like, after the fight would conclude, after Midoriya beat Stain, started dragging him out, and Midoriya would say like, I don't know where that guy came from, or I don't know where he went. Hope he's happy though. And he'd just go. He Midoriya ain't invincible. Unless I just want to say sorry I didn't explain the fight. Um, because I know not a lot of people would like how it would go. So that's why I said, hey, imagine your perfect fight for these two to fight with, or somewhat on those lines. That's why I said that. Yeah. And then another flying one would try to take off Midoriya's head. Midoriya would duck. Midoriya would be like, what the crap? And then knife, flying thing, grounded permanently. Stan would be like, you know, you know, you're pretty good. I hope to see you become a hero, Drago. Uh, hope I don't become a Stan in the future. Given my name. And ding bong bing, I'm done. I do want to talk to you all for a minute or two, since before I end this. Right, what if ideas? I want to go over them with you. Right, I want to go over them with you. Comment down below your ideas. And I'm going to name off the ideas for my next 3 what ifs. My next, trinity of them. Well, there's an Asta what if, Deku what if, Naruto what if, right? I'm certain between 2 of them for Asta, maybe a third, but I had to finish the techniques. For the Deku one, I have no clue except for maybe a Dragon Slayer what if, like that. And then for Naruto, maybe a Fairy Tail what if could, or fairy tale character reincarnation, right? Maybe that, or another what if where I make my own techniques because that is very fun for me to do. I just don't know what. Like, I don't know what to do. Trying to think what else. I don't know. Put down your ideas down in the comments. And I'll see you all next time. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go. Uh, do something. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna go think of what if ideas. I'll see you all next time. Bye.